All right, let's get started. It's been a while since I've been on Periscope, so I want to hop in for a few minutes. Got a pretty good trading blog idea for today. Actually, comes off a few discussions we had. One of the discussions was a message I got over on TradingView.com. Another one happened today in the live room, and it was really talking about the topic of over trading and do I need to trade every day? And I think that's something that for a lot of newer forex traders, they learn all this stuff and they're under the impression that if they're not always involved in the trade, then it's a bad thing, right? You have to always be involved. And really, it's not the case at all. One of the things that a good friend of mine and a colleague of mine has always told me is control what you can control. And all we can control in trading is, are we following the plan? Are we doing our analysis the right way? Are we putting orders in and trying to take advantage of the opportunities that we're supposed to be involved in? Something that we can't control is how the market moves. And what that means is I can do all of the analysis I want. I can find supply and demand. I can find support and resistance. I can identify an advanced pattern formation. I can put orders on. I can go through my entire if-then thought process. But if the market doesn't get there, it doesn't get there. And I have no control over the market. And something that you'll learn very quickly is that the majority of your time as a trader is going to be spent doing analysis that never completes. It's going to be doing hours and hours and hours of analysis, and then the market throws you a monkey wrench and goes the exact opposite direction, and you delete it and start all over. And that's okay. You have to be comfortable with going days without trading. You have to be comfortable with going weeks without trading, maybe even months without trading. Because I tell you what, if you start over trading, you're going to end up making a mistake. You end up making a mistake, whoop, market's going to take you out. Again, once I upload this to YouTube, I'm going to put it on my personal YouTube channel. I'll share a few, the recorded session we did from today's live room where we talked about it as well. But again, I understand the need to want to be involved. I understand the need for action. And that's something that you just can't fall victim to. If you have a boring day or a slow day, find something else to do that's trading related. Take some time to review some charts that you don't trade and just practice your skills. Take some time to perform some back testing. Take some time to read a book, watch some videos, right? You can still be involved in the markets without actually being involved in a trading opportunity. And that's something that you're going to have to get used to. I know the need is killer. I know. Trust, I feel you, right? The first thing I wanted to do when I got done my coursework, when I learned how to trade, is I had all this stuff, right? I had this and this and this and this. I wanted to get out in the market and use it, right? It's like a kid on Christmas, get all these presents and you want to just go out and play with all of them at the same time. But guess what? You can't do that. Remember, there's a 90% fail rate here in trading, and there's a reason for that. It's not all because people aren't smart enough. It's not all because people aren't trading a successful system. It's not all because people aren't doing the due diligence and the work needed to set themselves up to be profitable. A lot of traders have all those things, but when it comes to the live market, they just can't control themselves. They take impulsive trades. They make impulsive decisions. We had a trader today in our live room that took a trade on the pound yen. I said, hey, I'll help you out in giving my opinion on the trade, but you got to tell me, why are you involved in it? He's like, I just am. I just felt like it. You got to get rid of that stuff. That's what's going to separate trading from gambling. We had a good discussion on Twitter about the difference between trading and gambling and how technically trading is gambling, but we have the edge. Once you start making impulsive decisions, once you start, doubling your bet on the blackjack table and going all in, that's all emotional, and that will get you killed. That will blow your account, right? You are no longer trading with the edge when you're operating that way. You're trading based off emotions, excitement, fear, greed, all of that stuff, action. That's all emotional. If you want to be a long-term successful trader, you need to run it like a business. And running it like a business means being disciplined. So pretty cool topic. Like I said, I'll upload the rant we had in the live room as well once I put this up on the YouTube. But also, pretty cool story today. I entered a bad trade. We were sitting on the sidelines for the majority of the day. We had the rate thing this morning, and we had the ECB press conference, and that's one of the fundamental events that I don't trade through. I don't trade through the ECB press conference. Whenever they do Q&As with figures like that, the markets kind of get jumpy, and I don't want to put any money at risk when that happens. So I was sitting the sidelines and playing it safe. And then, after the event was over, I gave my 15-minute grace period. That's what I like to do. 15 minutes after the news event, I can get back involved. And I saw that one of the trading opportunities that we identified during the release. Hey, what's going on, Andy?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Live broadcasting. No, you feel free. Feel free. I was talking about the thing you talk about control what you can control.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm your live broadcast right now.
We are. You're getting nervous? You're walking fast?
I'm completely out of control right now.
This is the guy behind me who preaches the message of control what you can control, what we just talked about. So don't worry about stuff that's out of your hand. Don't worry about how the markets are moving. You can't do anything about that. All you can do is control what you can control. And if you do that consistently, you'll be good.
It'll keep you sane.
And it will keep you sane, unlike him back there. He's pretty insane right now. But yeah, we entered the trade right after the press conference and realized it was I jumped into it. I got excited. I didn't have any trades for the day. Went to hop in and realized that it was actually a pretty bad trade. And luckily we had, some Andy Young. You're famous, apparently.
What?
Luckily, we had one of our live room members come in and tell me that the trade had actually hit profits already before we got in. And really all I did was take about a 4-pip loss instead of taking a potentially 40-pip loss. And that's kind of the power of community, not just me being around you guys and helping you find opportunities and kind of evaluate and judge your trading decisions, but also the people that we share the live room with. They're able to watch my back and really make sure I don't do anything stupid. And that's really a blessing to have in my trading, especially when everything is hectic. So pretty cool day. I'll get this up into YouTube a little bit later along with the recorded session. Until next time, plan your trade, trade your plan. Have a good one. This was the same question that someone asked me in a trading video today. Why do you want to trade more? What is this need to trade more? Is it just for action? Is it boredom? Just want to be involved? Just want to be in the game, coach? Put me in. Put me in the game, coach. Because I agree, it could be. It's very boring. We deal with this over the summer a lot. It's very, very boring looking at charts all day and getting zero opportunities. It feels like the biggest waste of time. Yet you're a professional trader, so you have to go through your routine, and nothing's there. I hate that. Yeah, I agree. The more your trade, the good. That is not true at all. Here's what I want you guys to do. All right. I want you to head over to our Syndicate website. I want you to head over to our Syndicate website, click training course, go to, is it things to pros? No? Nope. Go to laying a solid foundation. Watch this video. Time for dollars myth. There's a huge misconception in trading that says the more time I spend trading, the greater my chances for success. This simply isn't true. Let's break down the time for dollars myth and learn what it really takes to make the maximum return possible in any market you trade. So make sure you watch that. If you think that the more you trade, the more money you will make, you are mistaken. And you need to check this out before you end up blowing your account. I went through them all. Okay, well then why do you think you still need to trade more? I think, here's my opinion. I think you just have a need for action. You just want to be in the game. And I understand that. I want to be in the game too. It's fun. It's fun trading. It's not fun doing analysis and not trading, right? But you got to ask yourself, am I trading for action? Am I trading for excitement? Or am I trading because it's my business and I'm trading to get profit? Which one is it? Are we trading for profit because this is a business and we want to run a profitable business? Or are we trading for excitement? Which one? Business. I would hope everyone would agree. I tell you what, if you're trading for excitement, you're in the wrong business here. I would leave right away. Right? Now, I like to gamble. You guys know that. You know where I go when I want to gamble? When I want to have an exciting time, I want to feel the rush, I want to be involved. I go to the craps table.
right? I go to the craps table, and guess what I do at the craps table? I gamble, and I know there is probably a good chance I will lose money. Now, I'm pretty decent at craps, but I go in there and I understand I'm probably going to lose money. Why? Because the house always has the edge. But when I'm there, and one of the reasons I like craps is because you're always involved. You got your money on the table. You got some numbers covered. You got everyone around the table. You get to roll the dice. You get to scream. You get to talk to people. You get the high five, chest bump. Right? It's exciting. I get to be in the game, in the moment. Now, I typically lose money, right? Because that's what happens at the casino, right? Majority of the time, you're going to lose money. And then I go home, right? Pocket's a little lighter, but I had a good time. If that's how you want your trading to be, go for it. Me personally, this is a business. This is how I feed my family. So I'm not in trading to have action. Do I want action? Yes, I want action. I would love it if I can be in a trade every day. Because this is what I work hard to do. I work hard to find good trading opportunities. But I also know that, guess what? The only opportunities that I take are the ones that meet my trading plan. And it's not up for me, right? It's not up to me to decide when the market will give me something that reaches that meets my trading plan. It's up to the market. So it's going to be your decision. You can't have the best of both worlds. You can't have a very conservative trading approach where you have lots of filters to try and find the best of the best trading opportunities, but also get a lot of action. You can't have that, right? You also can't have, you can't have a lot of action, being a lot of trades, and expect to do so in a conservative approach. So you've got to make a personal decision. What do you value more? Is it the action and excitement of being involved in the market? Or is it the plan that you created for yourself to find what you consider to be the best trading opportunities? Those are the choices. Nick says, what about finding a strategy in between? Yeah, you can, and yeah, those are the two extreme guys. There's everything in between. Yeah. There's certainly everything in between. It's not just super conservative or super aggressive. You can find something in between. A good example would be like, just think about entry techniques, right? The most aggressive entry technique would be what? Probably just putting a limit order there, right? We've been talking a lot about 2618 today, right? The most aggressive entry technique would be to put a limit order on the price point where you want to get involved. Would you guys agree? There's nothing more aggressive than that. Limit order, boom. Let's. If price action hits it, no, shouldn't have done that. If price action hits it, then I'm involved. What would be the most conservative entry approach that you guys would say? 2618, right? 2618, you're waiting for the market to double bottom, come up, come back down, and then finally you're getting involved right there. All right? Probably the most conservative approach you can have. And then guess what? There's everything in between. There's candlestick formations, pin bar, doji, higher high, higher close, double bottom, everything in between. As a trader, what's important is that you find a way that matches your philosophy and one that fits what you want to achieve from the markets. Yeah, Terrence says, up to the trading plan. Look at charts for 3 hours. If nothing, following the plan, if nothing happens, you don't enter. It's hard though. I know we make it seem very simple. It's hard to stay out of the markets. Trust me, I know it's very hard, especially when you get this happens to a lot of our training course members. They get out the course, they're all pumped up, they're excited, like, yeah, man, I did my 3 months, I'm ready to go, woo! And they get out in the markets like in the middle of the summer, and it's like, ooh, this is, nothing here, right? It's tough. It's tough. It's not hard. It's very hard to stay out of trades. And that's another reason why you see such a high failure rate in trading. Again, we know there's a 90% plus fail rate in trading. Why? Because most traders can't, they trip over their own feet. They have a plan, and then as soon as it gets real, they just start going against it. So it's tough. So I don't want to make it seem like it's easy. It's tough. All right, let's go to, we just did dollar Canada, right? Did we finish up on dollar Canada? After that long rant, did we finish dollar Canada? We talked about the cipher. We didn't, I don't think we finished it. Let's go down to the 60-minute chart.